Alright guys, Mr. Parr here with another no intro Pixlr tutorial show. Alright, we're going to open a new image and we're going to do a technique called desaturation. I got this tomato image here. I'll post it on the Google Classroom and you can practice with it, but I want you to practice on other images too using your creativity. So I'm going to open this up and I don't know what just happened, but I'll do it again. Oh, never mind. There it is. Alright. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our layer panel here, and this is called the background layer, and we're going to right click and we're going to duplicate this layer. Boom, now we have a copy of that layer. All right, that's what we want. We want two layers. This top layer is what we see. Over here, I call it the top layer because it's on top of this. What we see is this layer. And what we're going to do is come to our ribbon and click on the Adjustments tab and go down to Hue and Saturation. All right, so this tool is cool. Saturation is basically how much color, how bright in the image is. And we're going to turn that all the way down and desaturate all the color. So now we got a black and white image. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my cutout mask tool. I'm going to draw mask. So I'm going to kind of paint here and I'm going to remove from the mask. What that means is it's going to remove the top layer wherever I click and move around and expose the bottom layer. The bottom layer is still saturated with color. So I'm going to do a tomato. All right, I'm just going to kind of trace it out here as best I can. And I'm just going to bring that color out. And you can see I brought in a little bit of the leaf there. That's okay. So I'll do this tomato. Brought that out. Now if I want to add it back, I should be able to click Add to Mask. I'm going to get a smaller brush here because that's just a small bit there. And boom, it's back to, yeah. I know you couldn't see that, but if I went, so here's some green here. So if I paint it green, I'm adding back the top layer of black and white. If I paint it and it's red, I'm removing it from the top layer. And you can see I got my color there. So I can come in here, bring it up higher, right? And I can, what you're really doing with all this practice is you're getting good at the tools and to make your image look realistic. Because if you don't practice, it looks kind of phony and fake and it's easy to pick out. What we're working here is to get our Pixlr skills to the point where it's hard to tell if it's fake or real. That's what we're trying to do here, okay? Here's some other things that I did. I did this downtown traffic image here, and you can see I'll pull the background up. So here's the color with saturated, and then the background I desaturated and just did the taxis. I thought a cool idea would just be to do all the red in the image. You know, there's the red lights, the tail lights. That would be cool. Another one I did here was I brought out his red jacket, sunglasses, and his little burn. I probably shouldn't have done that little scrape there because it doesn't look that good. And when I try to drag it up to show you what it looks like saturated, I can't because it's still locked. So I have to double click this lock. And then I just drag it up. So here's what it looks like saturated with color. Right? And then here it is with just the red pulled out. And then the one last thing I did was I did this wedding scene because she was wearing, I did red. Red looks really cool with a background of black and white. So I'll unlock my background layer and drag it to the top. And you can see there's a lot more color here than in the desaturated one. So your class assignment is to desaturate a few images, save them as JPEGs, and turn in one that is really, really cool. One of the first things you can do is just Google search desaturate all but one color and start looking at stuff, or desaturate photos, whatever it is. Just start researching and looking for ideas, and then practice the skill, and then make a really cool one. What would be even way cooler is if you took a photograph that you took yourself, uploaded to Pixlr, and desaturated and added back one color. All right, guys, remember, save it as a JPEG and turn it in as soon as you finish and have your best one. Over and out.